So busy last night. I was so busy yesterday I didn't have my lunch, so this is actually stuff from yesterday I put in the fridge. Just put it straight back in again and hopefully I'll get a chance to eat it today. Already late today, way past the time that I get out. I wouldn't say way past, just 5 minutes, but 5 minutes makes a massive difference when it comes to the traffic. No, I'm late because less cars here. Ooh, 6:18. So no breakfast, nothing. I'm in a panic, rushing around. Haven't even used moisturizer. Skin's looking fairly dry. Could always nick some kids' Vaseline. I've seen someone carrying a tub in year 7. That's good parenting, that is. Teach your kids to moisturize their hands when especially in hot climates. You need it. So yeah. See you later. 6:43. It's 33 degrees outside. Missed my parking spot, but it's all good. Okay, Alhamdulillah, it's working today. No problems whatsoever. I can just go ahead with it. But let me just explain to you what I was doing last night. So I'll put my laptop down when I speak. Yesterday night, I was okay, right. So last night, our school has a. Oh, where do I start from? Okay. In the Middle East, it's a common practice to write lesson plans for every single lesson. Now, I'm not used to doing that back in the UK because once you leave your PGCE year, you are taught to just basically write them when you need to, or for inspections, or if you're going through a process of progress management, etc. When I started in the Middle East, was just in Saudi a few years ago, again, that school was quite aligned to, I wouldn't say aligned, they provided a lot of the resources. And the other school that we worked in Saudi, in Riyadh, you had to do it at the beginning of the year. You were given a few weeks, not a few weeks, sorry, a few days, approximately a week to get all of it done and then just follow it. So since being at this school, it's common practice to write them. This year we're writing weekly lesson plans, and of course, and they've asked for them 2 weeks at a time. Now with all the stress and all of the other stuff going on, I wasn't able to manage it. So yesterday I was staying up trying to get it done, and I only got the resources made for the first week. So I've actually not finished my work either. I've not managed to meet the deadline. I've uploaded it, of course, but I haven't written the full lesson plan because there's just so much information that we have to put in as teachers nowadays. You know, differentiate the starter. You have to have a starter activity with an extension to the starter activity, and then of course the 3 levels of differentiation, your SENDs and all of the other stuff. And then the activities have to match as well. So writing all of that up for each single day, and obviously of course we're submitting weekly lesson plans, or let's say fortnightly lesson plans. So that's 5 PowerPoints. So that's 10 PowerPoints and obviously 10 lesson plans, the lesson plan is not as bad to do, but the resources take time to make. Now what we've done what we're doing, is having mental maths every single lesson, 10 questions of mental maths. Now the questions, if you add up all of the seconds in terms of the time, the first 5 questions are 5 seconds, the next 3 questions are 10, and the last 2 are 15. That's just the way I'm doing it. That's 1 minute and 25 seconds per day. That's all it takes. Okay, maximum of 2 to 3 minutes once they've settled down and wrote down the numbers 1 to 10. It takes me approximately 20 minutes to half an hour to choose those questions and get the answers on the PowerPoint. So I was stressing yesterday, thinking how am I going to get it done, and I didn't get it done. So it is what it is. I'm just showing you what it's actually like. Didn't have breakfast, just I bought my lunch from yesterday, and I know it's unhealthy. I know this is unhealthy, and then you're expected to come in and put on your best performance and educate the future generation when you've got such intense and high workloads, and then people complain about why we get holidays. Well, you need them. You actually do need them. My eyes. You can probably see that I'm still tired. I've got my dry lips, okay, and my crusty hands as well. Need to go find this kid in year 7 and take his Vaseline off him. I actually feel tired. I look tired, but it is what it is. Final day of the week. I've got a duty. I've got a duty on the last day of the week after school, right? I mean, just my luck this year, isn't it? 41 degrees. I'm home earlier today because our PD session got cancelled today. We were in school for induction last week on Saturday, so they've been kind enough to give us the PD session off because we came in on our day off. So yeah, I was outside today in I was outside today in the 40 degrees heat on my break duty. After school duty. Not happy about it really. It's boiling hot, but somebody has to do the job. Again, I've managed to not eat my lunch. Had some laban in the morning, which is like yogurt. It was a kid's birthday, so I managed to have, or he gave me rather, 2 chocolates. Had some Filipino sweets bought in by my colleagues, and then my pauper food, and then my food which I love, just some dried nuts, which I managed to wrap up in some tissue paper just before I left. And one thing I've realized is, although I can have food, we only have literally 20 minutes break. Today I had 5 back-to-back lessons from the morning, so I only had a 20-minute break. I don't know, maybe because there was some sweet snacks available that my colleagues bought in, and I literally had a few. It's just like a biscuit or 2, and that's it. And then I just didn't feel like eating, maybe because you're on the go all the time. But that's me out for this week, and I hope I've got a lot of planning to do. I'm just thinking about it now. I want to enjoy my weekend, but I know I've got a lot of planning to do. The 2 weeks plan, spoke to my HOD, spoke to the head of department, and he said, look, don't worry about it, just so long as you get it in. So, he was understanding about it. Me and myself and the other teacher didn't manage to get them in, but of course, hey, that's teaching for you. We all know that. Righty-ho, catch you later.